full visibility of the beautiful lake. Ah, isn't this gorgeous? Little fishes jumping all over the place.
Haha, doesn't get much cooler than this. Catch and cook overnight on my houseboat.
So good.
I'm Zachary Fowler, and you're watching Fowler's Makery and Mischief.
Yeah.
And this is part 2 of the world's tiniest solar houseboat, brought to you by and powered by
EcoFlow. This is not an EcoFlow like all the other ones I've shown you. It's not the Delta Pros or the Pro units, portable power packs, or the EcoFlow AC unit, portable AC unit, or the Delta 2 that I used for the first build on that. Those are all portable. This is a plug and play home system for a tiny home
or an RV or one of those little Sprinter vans. The whole system begins and ends with your power hub that does all the charging and inverting the electricity that comes in from either your solar panel, generator, alternator from the vehicle, or shore power or grid power if you're using it in a regular home. The power hub safely stores it inside your smart battery, allowing you to use it wherever and whenever you want. From there, it goes to your distribution panel, allowing you to control it from this handy console or an app on your phone, and you can send AC or DC power to whatever it is you want to power. Easy to install and completely customizable to whatever your needs.
And I'm pretty good at installing things and building things. So, we're gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna task the editors to see if they can't install this up there. Let's go get them and see if they're up for the task. Matthew, Aiden, I've got the project for you. So you guys have been cleaning up, and the reason you're cleaning up is we're going completely EcoFlow, completely powered. All of this, all the workshop, all the business is going to be off grid with EcoFlow right here. And it's supposed to be so easy, even a caveman could do it. You're my caveman. Because this is your cave, right? This is like your editing cave. They used to be in there, 2 of them were in there and the camera stuff, but that's now my new bedroom that we just finished this week. So it's a little on the messy side. We just redid it. So looking pretty sharp. I redid the floors. Looks all pretty, right? So while I'm working on the boat, you guys are gonna open up the plans on how to do this.
We get to set it up?
And you get to set it up. I'm gonna cut you a piece of plywood. We're gonna screw it there and you're gonna mount and install the whole unit. And it says that it is really easy, that anybody can do it, even a caveman. You know what I just realized, right? No more snow days, because we're off grid. So like there's no power outages. So like when you guys are at home and the power goes out, there's no point in not coming to work.
Right.
Because there's always gonna be power here.
We'll spend the night here.
You can just, you can just stay here. Just keep working.
As long as we can put the Xbox on that as well.
Yeah, we can put the Xbox on that as well for fun time. I got a box of parts to get going with. Look at this. Isn't this gonna be fun? It's like putting the old Lincoln logs, but with cords and power running to them together. Thanks. Have fun, guys. Oof. Don't drill any holes in anything without my approval, but other than that, you're free to go. Phew, alright. Well, now that they're on with that, I can get on with my build. It's been a couple weeks since I started the house build. I've been busy getting married. If you haven't seen it already, check out the link in the description below for part 1. We built this. It turned out really awesome. I took it out and did a catch and cook on it. The video itself looked like it was really tippy, and everybody left a lot of comments, oh, you need outriggers and all that stuff. Something was up with the GoPros, like horizon lock was on or it wasn't on, so the image stabilization kept trying to stabilize it. If you really step across it, just like any boat really fast, like it rocks a bit, but it didn't feel unstable. So what I need to do is get the sides on, the little port lights that I made on the laser last time, I want those installed, and I want to finish the hatch piece here and my little galley area built so I can be in here and use the EcoFlow DELTA I believe that was the Delta 2, and we're going to keep using that until they get the power hooked up for the rest of the place. A couple of things went wrong last time though. This piece did end up glued out a little bit far, so it's okay here, but it's sticking out a bit here so the plywood won't sit in there flush. So I'm going to shave that down. So I'm hoping with part 2, my goal is to get the thing all sheathed in, all closed in, a little port windows on, the galley done, and the back deck on, and we'll be able to go out and do an overnight with it. So less talking, more working. We're never gonna get this thing done by the end of the week. How's it going?
Pretty much done. Pretty much there.
What, Aiden screwed those to the roof?
All me?
We had James do it.
The professional. We had the professional install.
I know.
Looks like the pitch of the roof, which is a little lower than the optimal angle, but I think it looks better than them being propped up. We're gonna plug it in for the first time.
Moment of truth.
Boom. Good and plugged in.
Pops to
and we have power.
Beauty.
Some power.
All right, well, it's charging and not very good because it is a dark and stormy day out there. We'll keep working on this. And why is there all the extra cords? Did you guys forget something? There's usually not extra cords when you build something. Just kidding, there's no extra parts. This one specifically is to hook to the house or a generator, so when you're running out of solar, like a day like today, you can still charge up the batteries and stay in action. And the rest of all these boxes and pieces are also for the install in a Sprinter van RV, where you might want to bolt these batteries down or bracket things off more than they are. We have a bunch of extra wire connectors, stuff like that. And what's in here? More wires to be able to hook up more solar panels. It comes with everything you need to get really well set up. And it even came with a crimper so that we could crimp the wires and put easy connectors on them. And we'll be using those to install our home power, or our power out, that will be powering the offices. So what did you think of the, so now that you did it, what do you think of the install?
Very easy. Did not take much time. Even a couple idiots could do it.
It's so easy, even a caveman can do it, and we're saving money, and we didn't even have to switch to a different insurance provider because we're gonna be off grid with the business with our EcoFlow unit. Check them out. Links in the description below. Let's get on with the rest of the build as far as the boat's concerned. We gotta get it done so we can get out there on the water and have some more adventure. Got to get the deep clamp out. Alright, that looks pretty good.
I like that.
Look at the inside. Look at how well that fits. It's all in there. I gotta see. We'll test it on the other side. And then once we test it on the other side, I can use that as a template and just cut the other side out without spiling it out. Oh, yeah. So that whole spiling process that you saw with drawing the little arcs and then some tick marks is a huge process, and that gives me the ability. That's the same process I used back in the day building boats. If you ever wondered how somebody fits a plank to a boat between two other planks so evenly, you put the batten or the pattern ply down, and then you swing your arcs with your compass, and then you transfer those arcs onto your board that you're gonna turn into a plank. Like this is one giant plank for the side of it, and it transfers it, and it ends up perfect on your first go around. It's fairly complicated, but one step at a time, and just like anything else, you take it that one little step at a time, and the end result is something pretty darn cool. The most important thing when I'm building this is fair lines. When it comes to boats, the beauty of them is those beautiful fair lines and curves to the boat. So when you see that somebody doing a piece of carpentry and they do this and they get back and they look down it, as you saw me doing earlier, and they run their plane down it and they run their hand down it, they're not trying to get a good angle to see how much dust is on something. They're trying to see if there's some unfairness. Is that a good word for it? Unfairness? Unfairosity? There's a lumpiness in the line. A beautiful curve should sweep and flow without a jog or a bump. And the fairer your framework from the beginning, the fairer it'll be at the end. It's just like life, right? You let compound error build up, and at some point you're gonna have to deal with it. And it's gonna cost you a lot more work than if you had just dealt with it from the beginning the right way. That's pretty fair. That's good. Ew, you were touching a pencil that's behind my ear. Cool. Does that make you feel? Does that make us feel closer?
I have to shower now.
Good. Check this out. It's got this thing. Actually, I just saw this earlier. It's got 3-round burst on it. Oh, rapid fire. That's what it means.
Oh,
So you just hold the trigger down.
just like video games.
That's how I shot my dad in the hip with the nail gun once, because I had the hand on the trigger and I started to fall off the roof and I swung around and shot him right in the hip.
What?
He had no metal on him except for the tool belt. Had one spot on the tool belt where the end of the belt had a metal cap on the end, and it went right into the center of that. He didn't have his normal tape measure framing square, just the hammer, the holster, and no hammer, nothing that could have deflected the nail except for that one thing.
Yeah.
I was also 9 years old and roofing with my dad at the time. You know, I'm kidding. I wasn't 9 years old. I was probably like 14 or 15. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, up. Good, good. Now I can take one up, lift up my thing. Hey, let's store some stuff. That's nice. There's plenty of room. I can sleep like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Alright, I think that's good for this video. See you guys in the next one. I'm gonna take a nap after all this. I was up till midnight last night. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's go out and spend a night out on the water. I do just want to put one more little thing. I'm gonna put a quick table in. Probably not the permanent table. And I still gotta do the cushion covers and tons of work. I got really carried away on this project, so I'm gonna have to do a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th part, you know, take it out in the ocean, do a night out there sometime, all kinds of stuff. But for now, let's finish that table up and get out there, catch some fish, and enjoy an evening out on the water. Yeehaw! I can't wait to do an overnight on this. It's gonna be fun. Gonna go out. Did it wrong. Ba-da-da-da. Forgot about that. You know, they say an apprentice measures once and cuts twice, and a master measures twice and cuts once, but only a fool tries to cut it with his pencil. Made them too long. Ha! How cool is this? Screw my propane tank on, put it down there. Sparky necklace. Got that. Boom. Quick, quick, quick! Ah! We have ignition. Cooking, 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 making coffee, making fish. I'm gonna keep it simple tonight and make ramen noodles, bring a pot, and then do bacon and eggs in the morning, and fish and bacon and eggs. And ramen, fish ramen. That's so perfect. If the boat's heeled over even just the littlest bit, I could just be like, balance it out. Balanced out, good to go. All right, it's done. Time to pack it up, get out on the water. Let's go. Adventure is waiting. Here she goes. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, don't scratch her up. Just kidding. 3, and she's there. She's home. Float it up. Let's try to float it without anything in it, and then we'll pull her back up onto. Okay. Where's the anchor?
And stop, yeah. A little slow, yep, keep it going. And good. It floats. Let me kick it. There it is. Hey!
No, it's cold! It's cold! It's cold! It's cold! It's cold! 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 So I got some weights. I'm gonna put them in on the right-hand side, so when I stand on the left, it stays balanced. And then at night, I'll have to open up the seat and shift them to the middle of the boat. And I'm putting a bit forward because it settles back with all my weight in the back. Little rubber pads. That'll keep them from sliding around, hopefully. Last time I had 2 35-pounders and I set one here and that seemed to do it. But I do want the weight a little further forward this time as well. So I'm trying to get them forward and on that same side. I'm gonna stack a couple on top of each other up here. This is something we used to have to do back in the day when we was building boats. You know, some days, some boats, they do them and they design them and they put all this stuff into them and then they don't float quite right. So you go down into the bilge and you put lead in certain spots to get it to sit just the way you want in the water. And if somebody spends a couple $1 million on a boat, they want it to float on its water line and look good, not all like she's crippled. So that gives us, let's see, 60, 70, 80 pounds forward and to that side to offset my own body weight. Although, since the last time I went out, I think I'm down 15 pounds. So maybe we'll have to take one of those out of here. Or put it in the middle. We could deal with that later. Got my sleeping stuff. This is our canvas cover. You saw me build a little bracket so I can hook my phone up in here. So tonight I can watch a little Netflix or something on my phone, because you know me, we like to glamp, do it all there. Or I can use it tonight when I'm out in the water with Navionics to find that nice little basin where all the fish are. Got a random spotlight off of a Facebook purchase. It was like 35 bucks and most spotlights are 300. Want to see how that works? What else we got? Hook me up, guys. Load me in. EcoFlow. We got the EcoFlow heater. Be able to run off the EcoFlow. It's supposed to be really cold tonight. The cooler is full of, got paper towels, worms, grubs, apples, some peanuts, and the stuff to make some ramen, some mushrooms and all kinds of fancy things in there to make my fancy ramen. It also doubles as my seat. My nice little jigging off the side pole. Got a spot right up there. Both my rods right on the wall. Oh, a little snack. Nice, nothing like some stale Smart Pop. Keep everything right in the cooler. Until I finish my pantry, I have to, a lot more modifications in the next part. And after fiberglassing it all over, I'll have some more shelves in here so I can stow away my camera gear, because that is in here. I minimalized my camera gear for the trip. John packed it. So I got enough stuff. Yeah, we got the camera, 2 GoPros, clamps, chest cam, and camera stand and flexi arms. Some of that stuff can go underneath the bed if I don't need it. And I kept with this smaller one. Oh, if I had put a hook on the wall, that would have been smart. I could have put it on the wall. But for now, I'll put it on that side to help balance my weight out as well.
Yeah, light.
Hanging light. Put a little nailing over here, so we got a little hanging light.
Electrical.
And then the electrical that makes the trolling motor work. A little fishing bracket for my pole. And I can set my pole in there and just let it fish for me while I'm sitting there eating. This thing's the inverter that makes straight DC, so I can hook up the EcoFlow and run the trolling motor off of the EcoFlow. There we go. Got solar, and it's at 100%, so it's not gonna charge just yet. But in the morning, when it starts charging while I'm still asleep, it'll be up to charge and I'll be able to drive home if I used up all the battery in the night for some reason. This all fits in here so much better than the first time. I don't know why. I feel like I have so much more extra area than I did. All right, those guys, the trolling motor. Let's see, will I have enough? I should have enough right there. I don't have to go too crazy. I did purchase a gas motor to go on this, but until I finish the back deck, I won't have room for the gas motor. And this thing cruises. I don't know that I need a gas motor, but we'll have to give it a try and see what happens when we crank this thing up to 11.
You would think that you would feel like you had less space in there because the wall's up.
Does it feel bigger to you?
It looks like you're organized.
It does. Well, I am way more organized than last time. And oh no, I forgot a cutting board. Well, I don't even have. All I have is my pocket. That's all right. I'll rough it. I'll rough it.
Use your teeth.
I'll rough it in the. I'll use my phone case. I'll pop the phone case off and I'll have the hard plastic case as a cutting board.
Right.
Like, is there any cutting boards in the car?
What do we got?
All right, we got some political junk mail. Susan Collins. No, I don't know. That's just the first name that came. You know what, I'm not even gonna say because I don't want anybody to think that I'm supporting them because I haven't really paid attention right yet, so I don't know who they are. But yeah, we'll take a couple of these propaganda that shows up in the mailbox, use those as cutting boards. And I still haven't built a terminal for this. I need a terminal that these posts can go on to. So we're just gonna, this is our safety terminal. Here are the gator clips right there with the wires, positive and negative.
They're kept out of the bilge. They should stay dry and safe and power the troller. Alright, EcoFlow is on. Oh, she's alive. 12 volt supply. Let's see. We have contact. We are good to go. She's a little bit, whoa. That's because I'm not in it, right? We knew that was gonna happen. That's why I put the weights on that side.
Right.
Oh, you know what I don't have is a paddle or anything. Look at a stick. Oh, look at the nymph.
There's a board right there.
Look at this. This will catch me a fish. Look at that. I gotta get that guy. Oh, these guys bite bad. Watch out. Is it? Did I get it?
Yes,
Nope.
right there, right there.
Oh, there. There it is. You don't want to touch them. They bite like a pincher bug. That's like a dragonfly larva. See, look at him. He's like. I'm gonna keep him
Do you need him alive or dead?
alive. He'll. Ow! 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 He's pinching. All right, gotta get him in. Ah! Little booger. Ow! Come on. Cut it out. There. Oh, look at this. I swear I gave this to a kid earlier this year from the mystery tackle box. I just found it hooked onto a tree branch. I know there was a kid that I gave one of these to. I don't know if it's the same one, but I just found it hooked to the tree branch. That's funny. I always put some duct tape and turn it into an improvised paddle. Pushing off! Pushing off! Oh, looks like a trolling motor. We had a more out of the way angle. Woo! We're good. I am away. How do I look balance-wise? Oh, it looks like it's still tipping pretty far that way, huh? All right. Yeah. Because I'm cooler than last time? Ah. All right, how about now? Pretty even? Water in here. I think that's from my feet. And we're away. It seems a little less tippy than last time too. Ooh, look at a kick up wake there. There we go. That's much better. Yeah. Full visibility of the beautiful lake. Ah, isn't this gorgeous? I see fish jumping over there. I see little fishes jumping all over the place. If I camouflage this, I wonder if I could just sit here in it, you know, and put some reeds on it and do a cool paint job, completely camo it, and then be out here on another lake that's not so populated. Put some decoys out, wake up in the morning, use my EcoFlow and a small little oscillator motor of some sort that, like, you know, gives the ducks a little action, and I just roll out of bed and be like, stick it out one of the port windows. Boom! There's breakfast. Pretty much nailed when I decided to go out here. I mean, it's like perfect fishing time. Maybe an hour late would have been nicer to be here sooner. And gorgeous. I feel the temperature dropping though. So I'm glad I brought a really cold bag for this. My navionics. And I could just sit on the bed. Look at that. Sun's going to set over the hillside. I got my navionics. I could just follow that. I don't need to worry about hitting rocks. Heading right for this point right here. Just off of that point, the water is right in here, 12 feet or so. And right in here,
Had some good luck a couple days ago when I brought a friend out. Got a really nice sized crappie, so I want to see if I could do that again. Those are so delicious. Let's see where we are. I didn't go far. Everybody, I can still see them over there with my car. Guess I'm glad I remembered to leave the keys in there. 2.4, 2.5 miles an hour. This thing's cruising. It's kind of a cool feature right there. I have to check that one out later. It's a nice thing about using stuff like Navionics and things. That's not very far from us. There's a bit of a hump right there. 19 feet pushes up. Fish tend to push other fish up onto that, and baits up onto those humps and feed. Could be a really tight spot for a fish, as well as in here. But we're, oh, there we go. We're almost to our destination. Let's see if we can catch a fish. Look at that, we use 7% to cruise over here. I'll turn that off for now. Drop our anchor. Nope, we're down. Get the tackle boxes out and get our fish on. Oh, I wish I had brought some small tungsten jig heads for ice fishing. I think I brought some small hooks though. Put that nymph on there. It looks pretty tippy. People said that last time, but honestly, I think the most of that is just in like the camera stabilizing, because it doesn't, maybe I just don't feel it. It doesn't feel that tippy. Maybe your mind stabilizes it and the camera shows you the real thing. But it doesn't feel like I'm gonna go over. It just feels like it rocks back and forth like if you're in a canoe rocking back and forth. Now you stand up and you just start being an idiot, then, well, you deserve it. This really is awesome. This is so cool. I love these little frostbite rods with this drop reel. I love just fishing straight down. I'm gonna drop straight down with that dragonfly nymph that we got. Maybe I should have picked a different lake. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is just all cars out there. Like everybody coming home on a Friday night. All right, got that little guy in there. There we go, that'll catch a fish. All right, hooked up, dropping in. On the bottom. It doesn't even take me more than a second to get a bite with this. Oh, there's something jumping over there. Let's see if we can get him. I probably shouldn't have put that bigger jig head on, but it shouldn't matter. That little, you know, nymph on there should be blasted in no time. Let's try this one. All right, try a little one of these guys on the big pole. Cast that out there. Let's try this. Stand up, really whip it out there. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The neighborhood. Won't you be? Who couldn't you be? My neighbor. I pared down all my stuff to bring just one box that has everything that, like from one of my mystery tackle boxes with a couple items that came with it, but you know, my tippets, little extra sinkers, little sinkers, things that wouldn't fit into just one tray of stuff here, with just a couple of little things, spinner baits, fishing flies, kind of whatever I could felt like it might be the thing, you know. Some nice little lures there for dropping straight down. Great little minnow thing for dropping straight down with a single hook. Put a grub or a like a salmon egg on it, and whoop, bink, fish. Tie this swivel on. Try this little pink sparkly spoon thing. Alright, got some little grubs that I got this Walmart and some worms. I think I'm gonna start with I think we'll start with one of these little grubs. They are gnarly looking. Ew. There's a face only a mother could love right there. We'll hook him on. Let's see if we can catch something.
Out.
Feeling good about that. Oh, got a bite. Fish on. Ha ha! What we got? Oh, yes! 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 All right. That's what we wanted. Yeah! Look at the size of that crappie. That is a nice one. Oh, what a beaut. There we go. We got dinner in seconds. He's still on there too. Look at that. I was a little worried the lure was too big, but that wasn't a problem. I'll drop straight back in. Where there's one crappie, there's usually two. In this lake though, I never seem to catch more than one or two here and there. So we gotta see if we can't catch a couple more. The wife would love some if I have some leftovers here. Catch like several for her. We love our fish. We love our fishing. Dropping in, dropping in. Right when I got it. Oh, there we go. Got something else. Another one. Oh, I picked a good spot. Oh my goodness, this one's bigger. Look at that one. Oh my goodness. That's a beast. I gotta drop straight back in. How many of these can I catch? Catch enough for myself and dinner for me and the kids. I'll give them the old throat rip. Like we do. Where's my little bucket? Where's my telescope and bucket? Well, no time for a bucket, but just throw them on the floor. Ah, they're pokey fish. I'm gonna get this other pole in. Might be something on there too. Oh, no. Worse, the anchor line. Alright, that's gonna have to stay on there for now. I gotta catch fish. Little grub is still on there. Are there three? Dropping in. Another one. Oh, there's something. Keep them out of the anchor line. Oh, oh, white perch. White perch. Hey, knocking out our species game. Still on that same dragonfly that I threw on there. I don't know if it's the dragonfly or what. We'll keep this guy too. Take these back. Take the leftovers back and put them in the lobster traps too. Turn those into lobsters. I thought that felt a little on the light side. Not a big crappie like the last one. I love my Job! Oh no, he's there on the anchor line. Nope, maybe not. Oh, it's a crappie too. He's around the... I should have brought the motor up. Nope, it's just a big white perch. There we go. Nice. Ha-ha! These guys, you gotta be careful in grabbing them. They're a pain in the neck. Oh no, did I lose my little grub? Ah, come on, you booger. So sharp. I lost 4 fish. I lost my little bait. Well, let's see if they're bitey. If they're super bitey, doesn't matter. I got my wash basin right off the back. Just wash my hands and go back to it. This is cool, huh? I love my job. Dropping in again. Fish on. Oh, it's getting tangled. Each time. It's trying to get tangled. Yeah, it's tangled this time. Another white perch. All tangled around my anchor line. Gotta figure out a better plan for this. That's why the anchor needs to go off the front. Come on, little booger. Get in the bottom. Well, while I got this up here, I might as well fix the other pole. Oh, did I break off? Ah, I broke off my leader and everything. Well, I guess that's... Where's my pink lure? There's my pink lure. Stuck to this anchor line. Part of putting the anchor out in the front is if she's being blown and she's at anchor, it's gonna ride better with the waves and stuff hitting at the front. Anchor on the back, if the waves and everything's smashing into the back of the boat, it's uncomfortable. There we go. Got the pink one back. I think I'm just gonna put this away. We're doing so well dropping straight down and finding out what's down there. We don't really need the big pole. You know what? I think I'm gonna get dinner started first and then I will re-rig up. Because if I'm just catching white perch, cool, but not that cool. Let's make dinner. Not a bad haul. Nice little bucket of fish there. Ah, look at the size of that crappie. That's gonna make a great meal. Oh, fish are falling out of my bed. Get those back down here. Let's see. Let's see. Little smart pop snack while I'm getting ready to cook. I'm so set up. I even have a heater, which I might put on because it's darn cold. Although, until I put the canvas on here, it's not gonna do me a lot of good. Just for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna see how warm it makes it. Got a little pressure switch, so if it flips over, it turns off. I'll put that down here by my feet. Ooh, that's nice. It looks like I got 2 hours. 2 hours to run that before I kill the battery. That's a lot of draw. Once I put the canvas down, I'll use that to warm the place up. I don't need that right now. I'll turn that off for now. Save that for when I put this on. I'll use this to like warm my bed sheets up. Ooh, get them all nice and toasty. And then close this place up and warm it up a little bit before I go to bed. Now, how to cook. I'm noticing something here. I don't know if you can see it, but something I overlooked. The back is open. My pan goes here. Well, I guess I gotta put there we go. I put the tiller handle right there. I was gonna say, if I screw up, my pan's just going sploosh. And there goes my meal. So that actually worked out just fine. Never mind. I didn't screw up. I planned it like that, right? Oh, I need a paper towel holder. Ta! Got our mushrooms. Got some adobo. That tastes really good in ramen. Peppers. Jalapeno. Packet of chicken for... Oh, I wanted the shrimp ramen. Oh well. I'm probably not going to use the seasoning. Chopsticks. Salt. Pot lid. Pot. An egg. Oh, I forgot to bring onions or anything. Well, mushrooms and tomatillas from my garden. I think I'm gonna save those for my breakfast. We'll just do fish ramen. Oh, maybe I'll do bacon fish ramen because I don't have any oil. I wonder what this looks like on the camera. Last time it looked, like I said, last time it looked so rocky and really doesn't feel that tippy. Well, maybe I'm just used to it from being on so many boats for so long. I feel safe though. I didn't bring any plates or nothing. Really kind of winging this. Really roughing it out here. So rough. So rough. You guys have no idea how much I rough it. I haven't really roughed since the 30 Day Survival Challenge with Greg. Outside of one night for the
Dollar General Survival Challenge and the 7-Day Island Survival Challenge. That was just exhausting day in and day out trying to film and do stuff, but I still had tons of delicious foods on that one, didn't I? I'm roughing it so hard. This is so difficult. Just the right amount of stale. What's the best way to do this? I know. All I have is this Swiss Army knife. That'll do. It's gonna be a little hard to fillet up the big old crappie with that, but I really want to make some crappie ramen. My improvised cutting board, thanks to senator candidate or whatever, state representative candidate. If anybody complains about this, you know what? You guys shouldn't be putting so much garbage. I mean, how many trees died just to make all this propaganda stuff for, you know, not propaganda, but like vote for the same person. 2 pieces of paper in my mailbox that are giant, heavy duty, probably a whole tree in each of these. For what purpose? But you know, when everybody's on Facebook already and things like that, you could just do your thing there. Oh, wow. Doesn't even fit on the cutting board. So many little things I want to do this. It's going to be awesome when it's all done. Little curtains for the windows. I got to put some more an inner ring to go with these, and then they can get bolted on. I think maybe in time I may want to even make some little hatches or something like that. Works pretty good. Not my best fillet job, but not too bad for a Swiss Army fillet job. This table thing turned out pretty nice. There's actually enough room for a small cupboard under here, so I could have my spices and herbs and a little spice rack and some other stuff in here. Plenty of room. My phone says to be active. Good luck. Oh no, it says my target is reached. And I should be more active. Not gonna get up and put more steps on today. There's one. Oh, there's a lot of fish on this fish. Yeehaw. I save everything. Like I said before, that goes all into my lobster traps. They're still out this time of year. I'll probably bait them 2 more times and harvest 2 more times, because there was quite a few in my last time I went out there. Ah, there we go. Whew. Big old chunk of fish. Once it gets dark, I was gonna say I have no way of checking outside of checking my phone and the avionics to see if I've drifted somewhere else. It's so dark out there. I forgot I brought this little spotlight thing. And I tried it in the yard the other day when it showed up. I thought I got ripped off when I tried it in the house. It seemed so cheesy. But it actually shows, whoa, makes such a nice tight beam. You can see all the way across. Doesn't show it up on the camera very well. Nice. I want it for mostly when we're out striper fishing in the summer at nighttime, you know, driving home. I don't want to be surprised by running into a boat on a mooring or something like that, not seeing a little skiff. It happened to me once before, and it was submerged and it was on the mooring buoy, but it was a small pennant and stuff, and just cruising along in the boat, and you couldn't see it over the bow of the boat, sitting down in the boat, and kaboof onto somebody's dinghy that was sunk but floating by the flotation. It's like, that was scary. This is how to warm things up in here too, frying up the cooker. We're baking in. Sploosh. It can just fit underneath of there. Now we'll just have to be careful. Oh, I got an idea. There's a carabiner right there. And the other end of that's tied. You can just put that. Pan's smoking and cooking up a crappy ramen. Cube these up to cook with the bacon.
Oh yeah, that's working. Do a half a jalapeno. Oh, I forgot garlic and onions and oh, everything that's wonderful in life. How could you? How could you? I got some mushrooms though. I got the good stuff. Got some lion's mane. Beautiful mushroom. Don't know what those are. They're tasty though. And some shiitakes. I think for ramen. And we'll save the lion's mane for our breakfast. Well, I am pretty satisfied. I think I'm so comfortable. I almost want to put my top on right now. Let's see. 1 magnet, 2 magnet, 3 magnets, all in place. Corner. Hey, we're in. Oh my goodness, instantly warm and comfortable in here. Proper planning and preparation prevents not having plates and bowls. Oh well. I could use lake water, but I did bring this water with me. I feel like it's sacrilege, but I think I'm just gonna go with the packet. I was gonna do a fish head soup thing and use some adobo to season it, because this stuff, really, it's quite excellent when it comes to making ramen. Like the flavors are right there. It has a great ramen flavor to it, even though it's not ramen flavored when you're not like when you're using it on other stuff necessarily. Get all our veggies back into the broth. Not a gourmet meal, but a delicious one. Oh, I had sprouts at home too. I could have brought sprouts. Lord, thank you for the fish, the beautiful creation that you gave us to spend time in, be stewards of, and take care of, and just to honor you with our how we spend time in it and share it with others. And in Jesus' name, amen. There it is. The little crispy bits are the best. This is so cool. Isn't this cool? Like, this turned out so neat. I can't wait to go to bed. Like, I'm all excited to go to bed because it's like I'm all buttoned in. I know it's getting kind of warm because of this, but I got my sleeping bag, and once I'm all tucked in, I'm just gonna be so cozy. Better save some of my popcorn. I'll save one more bite. Alright, tuck in. Watch a little cooking show on Netflix. There we go. That came to a boil so fast. Oh, I haven't added the packet. Add the packet. That's the only thing I don't like about the Coleman stoves and all those. And unlike my jet boiler, you can dial it to the exact temperature you want. And even when it's kind of blowy out, they don't blow out. These Coleman ones seem to blow out all the time. Price-wise, it's super efficient, and the way it fits in here, super efficient. But they're always like super hot, even on the lowest setting. I don't think there's one more. There's one lower setting, but I guarantee you if I leave it on that lower setting, it's gonna go out. Yeah, it went out. Can't always get what you want, but sometimes you can make ramen. Put my safety clip back on there. I know that's gonna come back to bite me one of these times. I'm gonna have to make I should make a lip around the edge of this, just so stuff can't fall off of the important side, the water side. We're boiling. Most of the time my favorite ramen is, I like to do it with less water and have just noodles and like, kind of like making a lau mein or something like that. I don't really like to have a lot of broth in my, I used to, back in the day I would drain it right off. My favorite recipe for ramen
was peanut butter, a little bit of MCT oil, red pepper, and the MCT oil helps the peanut butter become a runny sauce, and a little bit of sugar, so it's sweet, spicy, savory, and it tastes like a Thai peanut Thai sauce kind of thing going on. Time to add back in the fish and the bacon. See if I can do the one-handed drop. Whoop, bloop. Nice. It's hard to do it, but you gotta stir the white around and keep the yolk intact so it cooks like a soft-boiled egg, so you get the runny yellows. It's so weird. As it cools, it's like the metal ting, ting. Yeah. Throw on a little heat for my toes. My toes are getting cold. All right. Now, did I nail it? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. So, right there, open it up, the egg white, and there's some gooey, cooked, runny yellow. Got the, mix that in with the ramen. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect mixture. Thank you, Lord. Noodles, a little bit of... Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, nice little kick of spice on the back end. I can taste that mushroom, and it doesn't really taste super fishy, but there's so much other stuff in here that doesn't surprise me. That was a piece of fish. That was good. Right there's another piece. Now I don't know what to do with myself. I mean, like, it's cold. It's really cold. I'm gonna check my phone and see what the temperature is. It is. What's it say on here? 32? Respectively tonight? It's gonna be cold in here. I don't know if I have enough power for running the heater all night long. I can only be super duper warm for 2 hours. Good thing I brought a good sleeping bag. I'll be cozy enough. Wow, that's so spicy. That's so good. If I'm not gonna bother fishing anymore tonight, I think I'm gonna pack it all up and I'm gonna eat in bed. No one to tell me that I can't climb into bed. Whoop. That was mostly me wiggling all around really fast. All comfy in my bed. Opa! Let's see. Put my little phone clamp on there. Oh! No shoes on the bed. No shoes on the bed. I just thought of something hilarious. Like, I swear, some YouTubers, they fake stuff, right? Like they say they're gonna do something, they go survive it, or they're camping, and you watch it and they like, going to bed up a tree or something like thing, like, and then you know, people have accused me of that, and it's like, you literally, like, we're hundreds of miles out into the wilderness during the 30-day survival challenge, and they're like, this is fake because you're posting them, you know, too often. There's no way you could be doing that from the woods. I'm like, and like, if I could, if it wasn't for the tipping, which I could add in post, like, I could just as easily be in my backyard with this thing right now, but I'm not. Obviously, it's, you know. But now I'm gonna cut that out. That didn't make any sense. On Netflix. Let's see, what are we gonna watch? I really like, I don't know what you guys watch, but one of my favorite shows right now on Netflix is Feed Phil. I love how he, you know, goes places, this guy. He's got a great attitude. He always says everything he eats is the best thing ever. He's like, same as me. I always say that same thing. And then the other thing is he goes places and there's a little bit of culture or something that he always shares with each episode, you know? So you get a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of the food scene and all the different places he goes to. Oh, that's nice. You need like a little board or something that flips up and turns it into like a little reclining area so I don't have to just lay in bed. Feed Phil, and what else? Chef's table, pizza. Just making an art of making the most delicious pizzas in the world. Where's a good guy movie when I'm not with my wife and I have some time to watch? Like a good, like shoot 'em up. Ring of Power was really good. Nacho Libre, that's a classic. I think we'll give a martial arts 37 Ronin a try. Eat my ramen, go to bed, and get up for that early bite. Yeehaw. This is pretty cool. Just hit me, the one thing that really stinks. I thought about it earlier, but I didn't say anything. I should have built it bigger for 2. Sorry, hun. I miss you. Alright, time to get ready for bed. Glad I brought a hat. Couldn't find my orange hat. So, wearing a frostbite hat. Oh, that's a super warm hat. And now that I've used the facilities, and it's pretty crazy out there right now. Still so much car noise. It's like 9:30 now. And check out the water. Spooky. Oh, there's the trees over there. Through the thing, but the water is all foggy and stuff because it's so cold and the water is so much warmer. It's wild. This thing is so cool. Oh, strobe, regular. In the future, I want to make it so that the weights, I have some sort of a little lever or pulley system. I could turn it and get some better lead weight instead of some iron weights like those, so that I can crank it and shift over 2 or 3 different weights. So for sitting here and it balances it out, and for, you know, when I get into bed I can crank it and bring the weights to the middle of the boat and keep it balanced that way. Pull up the mattress pad. Oh, got a piece of popcorn I missed. All right. Grab my weights. There. That was actually pretty easy. So far so good. I might actually keep it like this with the cover being canvas. I think I like this. I just need to figure out a tighter rig maybe, because right now I have washers sewn into it and they stick fairly well to the magnets I have. 1, 2, 3 here and 1 around each corner, and they seem to find their spot and lock in pretty easily, but I'm a little concerned that if the wind picked up, that would get ripped right off of there. So I may have to rethink that, and maybe I should have put more magnets and then had sewn in neodymium other magnets, because when those 2 magnets come together, instead of just a metal washer, they stick good. Alright, watch is charging. I am ready for bed. I think what I'll do is what I used to do, and I haven't done this for a while. Being married, I don't do this. I go to bed with my audiobook. I turn on an audiobook with a sleep timer. Oh, that worked out good. I feel the difference. Earlier I had to stay way scooted to the side, but since I moved the weights to the middle, it is super cozy. Once again, I don't know what's going on here because it doesn't feel that wiggly, but for some reason the camera keeps trying to adjust to every movement of the boat and makes it look twice as shaky as it really is. My apologies, and I hope it doesn't make anybody seasick just watching this.
I'm listening to Kings of Eridon, a little bit of educational at the same time. So I've been listening to Take Back Your Family. I just finished that one the other day by Jefferson Bethke, and before that it was Intentional Father by John Tyson. Amazing stuff. You learn all about, you know, your family and how to interact with each other and how to build your family team and a stronger team so you don't lose your teenagers completely, you know. A lot of lessons from these also apply to your interacting with pretty much anybody, and I've been taking some of that into our workplace, working with my employees, and, you know, and try to remember to build them up and encourage them and give them goals and things that are achievable, and try to be a good boss. Because sometimes I can just be a real hard, you know, real hard. You know, just like, we gotta get it done, we gotta get it done. You know, you wouldn't think that of me, but seeing me here, but like, when it comes to the office, I'm like, let's go. Produce, build, work. That's been pretty helpful. And I do like to listen to my fantasy books after I listen to all that. Put my book on with my sleep timer. Good night for now. See you in the morning in about 3 seconds. Almost looks like I got a different window over here. It's just the light from that one now. Good morning. I slept pretty good. Slept really good. Quite comfortable. And yeah, just had to get up and make some coffee and stuff. Oh, I can hardly see anything. It's crazy. Thirsty. I cannot get over what a beautiful day it is. Amazing. My own Fowler blend from Blackout. I'll have some of that for breakfast. Oh, it sounds like a musical instrument. Alright, I have to make a cup of my own. Put my coffee in there. I never drank this last night. I think I'm gonna dump it out and use this as a cup. Oh, monster. Not very good for breakfast. I feel like I'm littering if I put it in the water. I don't really want to take it home with me though either. Alright, going in. Watch the fish start like coming up to the top and being like, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Something crazy like that, because monster in the water. Cowboy coffee. I'm gonna make it on the strong side, so I'm making like a quarter of a pot. Make it like espresso. Pour cold water in, ground sink to the bottom, and you get a nice coffee without the grounds. Beautiful morning on the lake, making my coffee so I can be awake. Let's see what's down there. Save the brim on it. Don't have to worry about cutting myself. Pour the cold water in here, get the grounds to sink, and then just pour off a good coffee. Got fish blood all over everything. Gonna have to make washable covers for these to get the fish blood out. It's hard to keep it all just in the galley, I think. Alright, floorboard up. There we go. Move the weights back across. There. Now I can sit back even and jig with my pole a little. Come on, fishy. When I woke up to use the little boys' room off the back here at 4 or something, there was frost on the tarp. It must have burnt off a little bit right when I woke up, but I watered it down a little too much, but it's still coffee. Not feeling this spot so much in the morning as I was last night. Bloop. This is a pretty sweet setup. Oh, they're cruising around in my houseboat, trolling it. Oh, this is just wild. Oh, we're no longer the only person out on the lake. We got Chop coming in. We got waves. We got waves. Here they come. Oh my goodness. Woo! Whoa! Yikes! She weathered that pretty good. That's not so bad. Gonna get some crazy boater though, bombing around and zipping past us. Gonna have to make sure I turn into the waves. There's my little island over there. Good old 7-tree island. Where are all the fishes? Where's all the fishes? Where have all the fishes gone? Long time I be fishing and no catching. 4 hours of trolling around and no fish. But heck, I got my breakfast, had coffee, got some practice and casting in. Ooh, yeah, nailed it. Look at that. Ooh, runny yellows right there. I put a little bit of the old maple adobo on it. On the, not so much on the egg side, just over here on the bacon tomatillo mix. Ooh. Yum. Nothing, I got skunked. Oh well. I had a good time. That doesn't, so that's what matters, right? Spin it around.
Don't get me like that.
Hi, hon.
Hi.
Look like you've been painting.
No, I've just been hauling trash around.
35%, all that adventure. I've still got a little bit of juice left. That's pretty cool. All right, time to pack it up and head home and start the edit. There, almost there. Slow, slow. Settles on the. Yep, good. We're good to go. You can go ahead and pull forward all the way out of the water. Woohoo! Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
All in all, I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. But there's still lots to do and lots of adventures to be had in a part 3. So I hope you tune in for the next one.
Alright, it's been a couple days since the final bit of the install. Stage 1 is done. We have now the breaker box is all set up. One circuit is set up for AC, which the editing is being run off of even as we speak. An 8-inch station as well. It's been raining for a couple days, so we had a certified electrician come and hook up power right here, and this switch allows me to turn on this outlet, which will charge the system off of AC instead of the solar panels if there's not enough rain. But ever since we brought it to full charge, it has been staying at about 86% during the daytime while everybody is working. And we're losing solar right now. It's down to 70 instead of about 310 during the day during full sun. And it's going really well. All in all, I love how easy this was to hook up. It was so simple. And when it came to hooking up the power, once it was disconnected from the home and I had wires from my outlets, I was able to follow their instructions and hook up my outlets to my own panel and then turn the system back on and have everybody over here editing and using the off-grid power from our EcoFlow power kit. And I'm about a quarter of the way there towards what will be
off-grid with the business. We'll do more on that in the next video. Check out that link in the description below for EcoFlow if you're interested in their power kit or one of their other power packs. They're our preferred power pack for this Fowler's Makery and Mischief team. See you in the next one. Fowler out.